Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to another stranger vlog. Now, this is the second time I'm doing this video. The first time didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But what happens is, you know, and I've said this before, you know, for those of you following this series, you know, I did an episode about how I'm not the biggest fan of my job, that I work in a pretty poor area, and hopefully very soon I'll be getting transferred to a store closer to my house. Now, where I work right now, and I live in a poor neighborhood. I live in a pretty bad neighborhood, and I work in a pretty bad neighborhood. Now, here in Rochester, just the other day, there was someone broke into somebody else's house and stole a couple of assault rifles. And wouldn't you know it, the very next day after the guns were stolen, there was a drive-by, and I would say about a mile from my house. A couple of weeks ago, some kids got shot in front of a boys' club. Now, mind you, it was at 11:30 at night, but still, a couple of kids got killed. 7 kids got shot, and I think 3 or 4 died in front of a boys' club. A boys' club, a place where you're supposed to escape violence, a place where you're supposed to escape the nonsense of bad neighborhoods, where there's supposed to be community. And that particular boys' club is known for having like late night basketball games and stuff like that. And, you know, don't think that I'm against gun ownership. I'm told for ownership, but for responsible gun ownership. You know, the person, how does somebody break into your house and steal assault rifles? Why weren't these assault rifles secured way more than however they were? Because if they can steal them, oh, you shouldn't have fucking had them if you can't secure your own weapon. And so things are very dangerous right now. You know, there are racial tensions. Once again, I said I work in a very, very bad neighborhood, and a cop was shot a couple months ago. Even the memorial for the cop that was shot was vandalized and destroyed. I'm very, very scared. I hope this isn't one of those videos where this is a video showing on the 11 o'clock news or something like that. But I'm very scared that one day the cops are gonna kill a kid and there's gonna be a riot. Because if there's anything that when you saw the riots down in Baltimore a couple months ago, they burnt down a CVS. And I don't work for CVS, but you know, seeing how that was one of the few corporate entities in a bad neighborhood, watching that happen scared the shit out of me. It really did. And I'm praying and I'm hoping that, one, that it doesn't happen. I don't want the cops to have to kill anybody. But I hope it's not one of those like national stories where the cops kill a black kid or something like that, and then there's a riot. Or, you know, because quite frankly, where I work right now, if there was going to be a riot, my store, or the neighborhood my store is in, would pretty much be ground zero. You know, I'm terrified. I even spoke to the district manager. I said, you know, what do I do? What if somebody throws a brick through the window? What do I do if someone throws a garbage can through the window? What if there's civil unrest outside the store? And, you know, being one of the few corporate entities in the neighborhood, I mean, yes, there's a supermarket, there's a bank, there's a dollar store, but everything else is all small owned businesses. You know, a lot of corner stores run by people who weren't born in this country, and not that that makes a difference, but I'm just saying is that, you know, my store, if there's going to be looting and if there's going to be rioting, my store would be the heart of the operation. So it scares me, and I'm scared about gun violence, and I don't want to get killed. I don't. I'm really scared of what's going on with the weapons and race relations and police, relations, and with neighborhoods that are, minority, predominantly minority. It scares me, and like I've mentioned before, I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm a light-skinned guy. For all intents and purposes, I'm white, and I don't want to get hurt. That's one of my biggest fears, to get hurt for something that's really none of my business, not something that wasn't something I caused. If I hit you in the face and you shoot me, that's my fault because I hit you in the face. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Thank you for listening to Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris Colon. Don't be a stranger.